In this video, I'm going to show you how I'm listing 10 items a day with little as 1 minute. So I'm going to be showing you Easy Flip. This is a tool that I built for myself and for others to really help cut down on the time that it takes to get listings done. I'm a clothing reseller, but this works with other categories as well. And I just kind of want to walk you through the process in my workflow. I don't have a ton of time to be listing items every day and looking up keywords and figuring out comps. So I just built this tool to really help me out and save a lot of time. So let's jump right into it. All right, so here's the website. It is a web app and we're able to now list stuff onto eBay. I do have a 7-day free trial. If you want to give it a try, I'll put a link down below. And then we also have these plans here depending on how many items you list per day. So let's sign in and I'll just go through the workflow just to kind of show you how quick this is. It's crazy. So I'm listing 10 items a day, and between Poshmark and eBay, I'm selling between 4 to 5 items per day. And it's been really easy, really simple. I'm just going to go to the bulk upload tab, and this is where you do all of your listings. So I'm just going to go to desktop, go to my eBay's folder, and just select all these items and get them all uploaded. Just to give you a good glimpse of my eBay store, we're kind of in repair mode right now, but we are up $3,770 in the last 31 days. We've been listing every day since start of September. So, we're starting to get going. We have 456 active listings. So really cool to kind of get this thing going again. It's a mix of Lululemon and some pre-owned clothing as well. So once these photos are all uploaded, you go into the assign SKU page. This is a page where you're just going to assign all the SKU numbers to your items. You don't have to. You can definitely have Easy Flip do this for you. But if you are a reseller and you do this even part-time, you're probably going to want to have some SKU numbers. Otherwise, how are you going to know where your items are? So you just select the first photo, you hold shift, and then it is 25214, and then you just hit create item, and then it's going to automatically populate in sequential order from there on out. So you don't need to type in the number. So just a really simple process. We're really trying to dial in on publishing to eBay first and be as good as it can be before we branch off into other platforms like Depop, Poshmark, Mercari, and all of that. So just trying to make it as good as possible for eBay. So you can see here, we are all set. All right, so now we are going to, so generate listings. This is the easiest part. So you just select them all, hit generate. It's going to knock out all 10 in a few seconds. You can see here I have a mix of pre-owned clothing and then some new with tags clothing and then some band tees that we got back in January. So what I've been implementing too is an on-model feature, which I think is really helpful for women's clothing. So let's see here. So let's pull up a few of these. It just makes the items look so much better versus just on a flat lay. So I have this on-model feature, which you can virtually stage all of your items. So you can see these joggers. I mean, they look okay, right? But I think they just look a little bit better when you have it on model, right? You can see it does a great job of capturing the detail of those Viore joggers. And Simple 2 Anthropology Top does a great job of capturing the detail. So once those are all generated, you can see here, Lululemon Airing Easy short sleeve. You got BKE Jake straight jeans. It does a really good job. We're working on the pricing as we are trying to pull the most accurate sold comps when it comes to eBay. There's a few ways we're doing that through the API and through another process called an MCP. So we're able to get as accurate as sold comps as possible. So there is a few things. I do bucket pricing. So these I sell for around $60. That's accurate. And then these I sell for $59. These cargo shorts will do $19.95. Those are ripstop. And these I do $34.95. The BKE Jake jeans, usually between $29 and $35. I like the price on that. This is wrong. Performance fishing gear. And then these I just get rid of them. $199. Just get rid of these t-shirts. So especially when you're just starting out, listing anything on eBay takes a while because you got to do it correctly. Item specifics. You got to price it correctly. You got to have a good title. So here is the publish to eBay page. So I really make sure that you have business policies enabled. If you don't have business policies or you don't like business policies for some reason, you can toggle this manual settings feature here and you can just plug in your manual shipping. So you could do that as well. So you can see here, we got all our listings. I like to just put it on the model for all of these. And you could see here, it's going to generate that, and you can kind of just look through here. There is an analyze market feature where you can get an analysis on some of those items that are already actively listed and kind of get a good idea of what those items are selling for or are actually priced at. So you can get a good idea there. And then any item specifics you can add in here if you'd like. And then as well as the description too, if you wanted it's an AI description that does a great job, but you can put your own if you'd like in there as well. So the on model feature, great, it's looking good. I also want to mention there is a remove background feature as well. So if you do like hard goods or books, media, whatever, I do think removing the background just adds another touch to the photo. So I'm adding the on model feature for all my clothing items and just kind of going through everything, making sure everything looks good. And yeah, that's the process. Our eBay store has been kicking butt on autopilot these last few weeks, and it's taking me no time. So here's the last 31 days of just listing 10 items a day, where our store is still trending towards top rated as we sell more items. So that is amazing just to kind of see, how fast the workflow is compared to when I first started selling on eBay. This process would take me 3 times as long, having to look things up and everything. So once everything looks good and you're happy with whatever you chose and the pricing and everything, you just hit publish, and then you can literally go walk away, grab a cup of coffee, whatever. It's going to knock out publishing those items in about 10, 20, 30 seconds. So once those are all published, you can then go to your listings page on eBay or whatever, and just make sure everything looks good. And that's it. And after the listings page, you could just go into your dashboard and you can see on the left-hand side, there is a support setting, a how-to video, and a report issue. So I am on top of it. If you ever come across any questions or anything like that, please reach out to me via the left-hand navigation. I wanted to make a simple tool for resellers that was not only easy to use, but easy for a lot of people that are just getting into reselling, but don't have the time to learn keywords and learn about pricing their items. They could just drag and drop their photos, click generate, and click publish, and be done. So I'll put a link. There's a 7-day free trial. You get 5 free listings on us. Give it a try. And if you like it, you can move forward from there. Hope you guys have a blessed rest of the day, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.